his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from zero again, so you just have one half to play instead of two. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Patterson running between the tackles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Now a handoff to start it up. Robinson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now White with a first down throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. White. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Robinson up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. And 3rd and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. White looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Algier. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 8. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter. Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Berrios now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return?
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over to their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
You hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Draw play, Carter. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
That's caught by Pitts. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He's back to throw. London hauls this one in. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. He is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you were planning to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And